My name is Ryan Sawyer. My wife Heidi and I have been attending Unity for about a year now, and I'm humbled to be able to share my story. This is the first time I've ever shared it in public, so I appreciate your support. This part of my story starts 2.5 years ago. I was sitting in the hospital. I had some time to reflect, and I had to ask myself, how did this happen? I thought I had tried everything. A lifestyle change, left my coaching profession, I lost 70 pounds, reading multiple self-help books, and I was still in a dogfight every single day. My secret fight with lifelong depression had continued to haunt me and had turned into massive anxiety attacks. All these years of drinking and chewing and living life in the fast lane had finally caught up to me, and I had thought to myself, I'm getting what I deserve. I was headed into a procedure to investigate why I was constantly choking and to hopefully relieve the swelling in my esophagus. I was fully expecting for it to be throat cancer, and secretly, I was rooting for it. It'd be a way out of this life so I wouldn't have to fight anymore, so I wouldn't have to address my marriage that was falling apart. I fell in after the procedure to relieve the swelling and then found it wasn't cancer. I fell into a deeper depression. I continued to sabotage my marriage, constantly trying to manipulate my outside world, figuring if I could change my environment, my body, that this would lead to transformation. Suffering in silence was literally killing me from the inside out, and I'd accepted this as my fate. Eventually, the depression will win. My world was collapsing around me. I wasn't sure how much longer I was going to be able to hide it. Heidi one day found me when I was having one of my worst anxiety attacks. She found me curled up in a ball in the corner of the room. Now with my back against the wall, I couldn't hide any longer. I had to start communicating my pain. And at this time, our marriage was at a crossroads. We had to have the conversation. Have we done everything possible to save this? Did we even want to save this marriage? Thank God she said yes. We made an agreement. We would focus on our own personal growth journeys, give it space and time to heal, and see if we could reconnect. I began sharing my pain with anybody who would listen. And I felt a small sense of peace every time I shared it. Part of it was leaving my body. A good friend of mine shared with me Dr. Joe Dispenza's work and different ways of thinking and viewing my life. And I quickly made the connection that if I was responsible for creating this version of myself that was suffering, then I had the ability to create any version of myself that I could desire or imagine. And I could untangle this mess that I called my life. I started seeking out the silence, looking inwards. I committed to meditation without expecting any result or change, just a sense of surrender to see what would come from it. I adopted daily rituals of meditation, reading, and journaling. And over time, I started noticing small incremental shifts. Eventually, I found a connection to God and the infinite potential that surrounds us in every single moment. Today, I continue to shift towards love, possibility, and truth. It is like I'm getting a do-over. Our individual journeys led Heidi and I back together and stronger than ever. We wanted to find a community that would deepen our connection and strengthen our growth. We eventually found Unity about a year ago, and it was like coming home for both of us. I would like to share with you something that I wrote shortly after I came out of a meditation. This was written as my journey had shifted from motivated by pain to seeking the truth. I titled it, The Soul's Answer to No Man's Land. Where do I go from here? All I know is I don't ever want to go back. It was dark, cold, and pain was a motivator. Not enough pain to motivate me to fight anymore. Now what? It is time to let go and completely surrender. Renounce the old vow and invite the new. Breathe, be grateful. Stand up straight with ease and open your eyes. Give away your heart and have faith. It is now love, power, and service to others that fuels you. All you need is to listen to your heart, stay connected, walk with me, and fight for me as I fought for you. As I reflect upon the last 2.5 years, there's 3 things I learned. Number 1, we need to ask for help. Find mentorship and community to support and guide our growth. Number 2, consistency is key. Practice daily. A spiritual journey is a moment-by-moment experience. Number 3, seek out the silence. Focus on your own personal journey, for transformation is an inside job. Thank you very much.